world-famous Horseshoe Curve. Just a few fun facts about the Horseshoe Curve. It was constructed by the Pennsylvanian River between the years of 1848 and 1854. The Horseshoe Curve was designed by J. Edgar Johnson, chief engineer and later president of the Pennsylvania River. It took the river 6 long years to construct the curve, using all manual labor including mules, pickaxes, shovels, and black powder. The Horseshoe Curve was done entirely by hand by about 450 workers who were paid 25 cents per hour for a 12-hour day at that time. The opening of the Horseshoe Curve was significant. It enabled the river to surmount the summit of the Allegheny Mountains, crossing over the eastern continental divide through the tunnels at Clifton. Currently, we are traversing the steepest grade on the entire Pittsburgh division, a 1.8% grade. Had the Horseshoe Curve not been built here, the grade would have been 5%, which is much too steep for train travel. As the train traverses around the curve, we will travel 2,375 feet in length. Also, as the train ascends around the curve, we will climb about 122 feet in elevation from one side of the curve to the other. During the golden age of railroading in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, there were 48 passenger trains a day compared to our 1 passenger train a day now. 48 passenger trains a day, the Pennsylvania Railroad's famous east-west blue ribbon fleet that traveled around the curve each day, including that world-famous train, the Broadway Limited, as it traveled to and from New York and Chicago. During World War II, the Horseshoe Curve was placed under a 24-hour National Guard as it was learned that the Nazi saboteurs had landed off the Atlantic coastline of the United States, intending to destroy several industrial sites in the United States and Canada. Number 8 on their list was the Horseshoe Curve. In 1966, the Horseshoe Curve was designated as a National Historic Landmark and today continues to serve both the Norfolk Southern Railroad and Amtrak as we travel between New York and Pittsburgh. There is still a small visitor center located at the base of the curve, accessible by automobile only. It is open to the public during the summer and fall months. At one time there was a small station stop there, but that was discontinued prior to World War II. Resting at the apex of the curve, you will see an ex-Pennsylvania Railroad GP9 diesel locomotive number 7048. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Hopefully this train over here to our left will pass by the time we get to the curve. But anyway, you will hopefully see this GP9 diesel locomotive number 7048. It was placed there in the late 1980s in place of the famous K4 steam locomotive to honor all of the past and present railroaders that have served on this division of the railroad. And once again, in just a few minutes, we will be rounding the world-famous Horseshoe Curve on the left-hand side of our train. If you're seated at the rear of the train, you may be able to see our locomotive as it passes around the curve today.
I'm rolling camera. Are you rolling?
I was.
Oh no. Excuse my French. Damn you, Norfolk Southern.
Folks, here we go. We are starting to round the world-famous Horseshoe Curve. Hopefully you will be able to see something here as we're passing this freight train, but I don't know, it's looking a little shady.
He's over there on the other side.
You can see a little spot between it, but this is the world-famous Horseshoe Curve. Unfortunately, there is an NS train on the other side, so we do apologize, but here we are.
There's people there. All the people there.
You can see it though, down there.
Even to the south.
Yeah, look at those beautiful mountains.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it.